Okay, hello, hope you're all well. I'm doing this on the fly today, so it's just a straight down the nail recording, nothing professional about the type of recording here. So, I wanted to do some pastry work today. As it's Christmas, I like to make mince pies around Christmas and sausage rolls. So I'm going to show you my recipe today, how to make them both. First of all, with pastry, when you're making pastry, weigh your ingredients out, because if you're just chucking it in, it won't work very well. I always recommend using the best butter you can buy. So I'm using Jersey butter here. It's a nice yellow butter. 150 grams of butter that's just been cubed up with a knife, chopped up with a knife. 220 grams of plain flour. So that's all-purpose flour if you're in America, or if you're in England, it's the red one, in the red packet usually. Yeah. And then you're going to put that in here, in the bowl, and just with your hands, mix it all together, like this. Take you about 4 or 5 minutes. I've already started doing this earlier. You want to get it to resemble like breadcrumbs, or large breadcrumbs. Alright? If it is, you think it's a bit too wet, and you'll feel that with the butter. What I mean by that is there's more butter than there is flour. Just add a bit more flour. Yeah? Just a tiny bit like this. Just a little sprinkle, and then you can keep working that together. Alright? So, let's come to the breadcrumb stage now. This one's going to be the savoury pastry. So for the savoury pastry, all we're doing is adding some salt. So a good pinch of salt, a few turns of the mill, mix it in. For the short crust pastry, for your sweet pastry, we do exactly the same thing, but instead of adding salt, you add 2 tablespoons of icing sugar, or around 20 grams of icing sugar, and mix that in, and that will give you the sweet crusted pastry. But this one is for the savoury. This is going to be for sausage rolls. Okay, so when it comes to this stage, you want to add about 50 ml of water. I'm trying to get. Around 50 ml of water, but I would do it gradually. You don't add too much water at this stage. Just put your water in, and then with the back of a spoon, it could be a wooden spoon, anything, just start to stir it like this, and you'll see it start to come together a bit. Yeah, you'll see that start to clag together. Alright, so we're going to add to this now an egg, 1 whole egg, large egg, medium egg, and what the egg does, this binds the pastry together and it enriches the pastry. Alright, it makes it really nice and rich, and when you come to roll it out later on, it gives it this smooth, elastic texture. This is the big secret with pastry, is putting the egg in. I've seen a lot of people online doing bits and bobs and they don't use the egg. Whether they've never been shown that or whatever, I don't know. So, the dough now, see, it's quite wet, alright? So when it's quite a bit wet like this, it just means I've just added a little bit too much water, that's all. So you just add to it flour again, and just knock the flour into the dough, alright? And it'll just take that slight wetness out. But you can see already, it's a very spongy, soft pastry. It's like a dough. It's like a dough pastry. And that's what you're looking for. This softness to it. You know, I've not kneaded it very much at all. I've just clumped it together with my hands, a bit of flour, and you can see already it's a really good texture. And that's what you're looking for, alright? So this now will be cling wrapped, and it'll go in the fridge for 20 minutes. And then after 20 minutes, I'll bring it out, let it get to room temperature for a couple of minutes, and then we're ready to roll on this one. Alright, so this is how it should look, your pastry. Like this. 220 grams of plain flour, good quality butter, 150 grams, mixed together. 50 mils of water. I would probably say I didn't put too much in there. I'd say about 30 mils of water and then 1 egg. Bind it together with the back of your spoon. Like I said, if it is a bit wet, which it probably will be, put the flour on, boom. And that's exactly what you're looking for. That's perfect. Alright? So, thanks for watching. That's my lesson on how to make pastry. Enjoy it.